This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Jalen Carter, how he's projected to make $168 million. Also, we're going to talk about Tyler Steen. I believe he's not ready, and I will give my reason why. But a guy in the draft that visit in the top 30 visit, he interests me. He intrigues me a little bit, and we're going to talk about him, Marcus Mbow. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. So let's get straight into the topic. So let's talk about Jalen Carter. So Jalen Carter, his projections are coming out. Shout out to Eagles Eric, ML Football. They're putting out projections like next year. It's supposed to be like a 4-year deal, $160+ million, something in that matter. I could be off. So basically 4 years, about 40 million each year. And that explains why we treating this all season like this. We are getting really good pieces, but we not giving nobody the big money. Hell, they said we got rid of CJ Gardner Johnson for the money reason. But when you look at Jalen Carter, yeah, you got to pay him 2 years early. You have to, because if you wait too late, he's gonna project to make a lot more money. So you want to get ahead of that. I know the Eagles Eric guy, he be on Philly Film Rooms if you watch that channel. And he got him around 37, 38 per year. A lot of other people got him around like 40 million a year. So he's going to be making quarterback money. It's going to be Jalen Carter and whoever else we can pay. Can we give Nolan Smith a good contract? We can negotiate a good deal with Nakobe Dean because of the injury history. Then you got Quinyon Mitchell. You got Cooper DeJean. So Jalen Carter, he deserves the max contract. He deserves to get as much money as he want. We're talking about a Super Bowl champ, all pro and pro bowler. So yes, he deserves to break the bank. And his numbers, he don't have those dominating numbers. And the reason why is because he get double teamed. That opens up like a guy who was just on our team that played for the Patriots and the Milton Williams, who was getting those one-on-ones eating. Jordan Davis was getting his one-on-ones at eating. Nolan Smith, like he opened up so much. And then you can have like a guy like Zach Bond who can dominate. Nakobe Dean who could play at a high level because Jalen Carter commands so much attention. And again, that's a guy you just don't let walk. Good enough, I would say. Bad enough for the other teams, but good enough for us. He dropped in the draft to us. We know he was the best player in that draft, but the off-field stuff, he comes to us. He's been nothing but a citizen for sure. You don't hear anything about Jalen Carter during the offseason at all. He probably posts a story here and there of, him hanging out with his friends, but all in all, a cool guy. Interviews, really chill, relaxed guy, and he don't bring negative attention to the team at all. Yeah, he talk his talk here and there, but he don't bring the negativity at all. He just play at a high level, and he deserves his money. Eventually, he's going to be a captain. So, yes, Jalen Carter deserves 40 million a year. 37, 38, 40 million a year. Can't wait to see him get it because you see what's going on in Dallas. Micah Parsons, the leader of that team, going through his contract stuff, who possibly will get traded. Eagles, what I would say, we don't let good good players go. Michael Parsons, if he was an Eagle, he would have been paid because you got to think he got drafted when Devontae Smith got drafted, and Devontae Smith is already paid. I'm just saying, man, Eagles do good business. But let's talk about a guy and Tyler Steen, right? Yeah, a lot of you guys gonna get on me because I kept hearing this thing. Eagles are undefeated when Tyler Steen played. I'm like, oh, okay. What did he do in those games? Well, we were undefeated. We won those games. I'm like, the Eagles didn't lose many games, so let's look at the numbers. Let's deep dive into it. And I seen some staggering, just horrible numbers. Right. So Tyler Steen at guard in 2024, overall grade is a 40.6, 130 out of 135 guards. And his pass blocking was 37.7, was 112 out of 135 guards. And run blocking is a 123 out of 135. Now, those are bad numbers. Now, can Stoutland fix him for sure? Is he the replacement for Mekhi Becton? I don't know. He almost beat out Mekhi Becton in training camp, but once Mekhi Becton got his opportunity, he never let it go. Now, Tyler Steen, I'm just not the biggest believer in him like everybody else. I'm like, maybe he can be that guy, but if he's not, he will be considered a bust. I'm sorry, but the numbers are just not good. They're not good. They need to get better, and especially if he wants to start, especially if he want that spot. I'm just saying, man. Stoutland, yes, he helps a lot of people like the Makai Bettins, the Jordan Malata, the list goes on and on, the Jason Kelsey's. But man, there's some guys he just can't help. There's some guys he just can't help, like Andre Dillard. He just couldn't help. He had to bring in other pieces. And not just him. Do you believe in the Kenyon Green guy we got? He was the worst guard in the NFL. Trevor Keegan, we just don't know, but we know in college he was a left guard. Can he switch over to right guard? We don't know. But again, I'm not the biggest believer in Tyler Steen. A lot of people keep banging at this thing. We got to get a safety. We got to get a safety. But are y'all really watching this O line? Are y'all really watching that right guard position with Tyler Steen and these other guys who are not established? We so quick to replace Sidney Brown or bring in competition. Let's bring in some real competition for Tyler Steen because I'm assuming that's his spot. And if he really got it, draft somebody, pick up somebody who can, push him. I really do think we should do that. And I get it. Believe in Stalin University. I get it to the core. I get it. But you have to bring in competition for him. The film is not good. It's not good. The numbers are not good. They average at best. You have to bring in competition for Tyler Steen. And if you don't, I'm highly disappointed. Just like when we brought in Mekhi Becton, I'm like, oh yeah, Mekhi Becton. He's not gonna get that left tackle spot. That's Jordan Malata. But that right guard spot is a glaring hole. Which I kept saying to me all training camp. Nah, Mekhi Becton not moving the guard and he ain't gonna beat out Tyler Steen. I'm like, I bet you if he get an opportunity for that guard spot, he's gonna beat him out. He's gonna beat him out, man. And let me transition to the next thing because again, a lot of you guys keep saying we need a safety, we need this, we need that on defense. But that right guard position, again, is just wide open. And I start looking at some of the top 30 visits. Honestly, this feel like more of a 2018 type draft. I don't think we draft in the first round. I know that's going to piss a lot of people off. I think we trade back and we're going to get a guard or a tackle or somebody that could be a swing tackle to, replace Fred Johnson. And the guy that intrigues me the most is Marcus Mbow. I like the Josh Carnley guy as well. But Marcus Mbow is because we're missing a guard position. Now, he played tackle. He is 6'4", so he's a little smaller, Right tackles and guards are usually like 6'5", 6'6", with 6'4", you could deal with 300 pounds. But I like how he moved and run blocking, and he's a really good pass blocker for his size. He only allowed like 4 sacks in 38 games. He played for Purdue, who has one of the worst teams, but he was a bright spot in Purdue. And again, man, I like how he pulls. I like how he pulled to the left side on run plays. This guy, his film stands out, and he's projected to go day 2, and that's why I believe we trade back. And he's a guy we possibly looking at because, again, a lot of people are not talking about the glaring hole at right guard. There's a glaring hole, but we keep looking at safety. The same respect we give to Jeff Stoutland, you got to get a Vic Fangio. Yes, I was mad we let C.J. Gardner-Johnson go. Yes, I was mad. But I'm telling you, it's some he see in Sidney Brown, and I think there's still going to be competition. It's some he see there, and he's saying we're going to be perfectly fine. The fans don't see it. It's just like it reminds me of the Zach Bond and the Kobe Dean thing. Remember we was crying and complaining like, yo, you got to bring in another linebacker, this, and the third. Vic Fangio was like, yo, It's N'Kobe Dean and Zach Bond. The season went on. He was right. He was right. But us looking at these tackles and guards and stuff like that, what Jeff Stoutland is telling you, yeah, we lost two good guys. Fred Johnson and Mekhi Becton. We lost two guys. We need somebody. He's hitting on Howie Roseman. That's why they're having all these visits. We need somebody. And I truly believe he doesn't think Tyler Steen ready. And if he do, he want to see if he could beat out real competition. Real competition. So again, this draft got that 2018 type feeling. 2018 was low key legendary with Avante Maddox, with Josh Sweat, with Matt Pryor, who's still playing at a high level. If you look at his numbers in Chicago, Matt Pryor's still playing at a high level. Jordan Mailata, Dallas Goddard. It just got that feeling. It got a feeling like O line, tight end, maybe a corner because Avante Maddox is gone, maybe, but later in the rounds, it just got that feeling we're going to trade a couple picks, maybe load up for the following year, knowing that we got to pay Jalen Carter a mega contract. So it just got that feel. Definitely do. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Marcus Mbow. Again, look at his numbers. Look at his film. He looks really good. He's really fast getting to the outside. I like him in rundowns. I like how he pass block. His numbers are great. Also, am I off on the Tyler Steen thing? I don't think he's ready. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm trying to love him like everybody else, but I just don't see it. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm out.